Okay, so what we're going to take a look at is this sinusoidal function and how it's used as a model for kind of daily temperature. So what we are looking at here is either a sine or cosine curve, and what we need to identify is, let's start and figure out, okay, what model are we going to use here? And if you see, if I kind of start that right there, and then I kind of chop this part off right there, you can see that we're looking at this, which is going to be a cosine curve. And we know it starts below the midline, so we know we're going to have a negative cosine curve. So if we want to start, we're going to say, okay, we're going to use a cosine curve as our model. And then the next thing we kind of want to look at is, well, if I know that the lowest temperature is 46 and then the highest temperature is 73, that means I can find the midline, right? So if I want to find the difference, well, what's the difference between 73 and 46? I can just subtract, okay? So I'm going to say, well, I've got 73 and I'm taking away 46. So I know it's 27-degree range here. And then if I cut it in half, I know that the amplitude is going to be 13.5. All right, so I always like to start with that. So I know that the amplitude is 13.5. Right, so if I kind of zoom in here, I know that the midline is going to be 13.5 up from here, or down 13.5 from there. So you can do whichever one you want. So what it's going to turn out to be is 59.5. So if I go ahead and kind of draw a midline right here, you can kind of see that it accurately represents the midline. And I know that my midline is going to be 59.5 because I added it from 46 or subtracted it from 73, and then you get 59.5. And the next thing I want to look at is, well, where is this traveling, right? We're starting at hour 3, and then we're going to hour 27 is our lowest value. And some people can kind of think of this as wavelength from a scientific perspective, right? So I know that the period here, if it runs from 3 to 27, right, 27 minus 3, I'm looking at a period of 24 hours. So right when I find the period, I'm going to find the frequency. So the frequency is always 2 pi divided by the period. So 2 pi divided by 24 simplified would be pi over 12. So I'm almost there. I've got almost everything that I need. And the last thing that I need here is a shift. So I know we're not starting at 0. I'm shifting this curve 3 to the right. Right? So it's shifting 3 hours to the right. So that's going to be important when we come up with our final equation. So let's go ahead and draw our final equation. Right? So I'm going to write y equals, the amplitude is 13.5, and I'm starting at the bottom. So I know I'm going to do negative 13.5. What type of curve do I have? I have a cosine curve. And now I'm going to open up a parentheses, and I've got the frequency, which is pi over 12. And this is where the shift comes into play. Instead of just writing x, I'm going to write x minus 3. And what that does is it shifts the graph 3 hours to the right. And then the last thing that I need to make sure that I include is my midline. So I'm adding 59.5. And then there you go. So now you have an equation for the model that you saw.